Okay, so I'm going to go through this last week on the pairs that went well and what I marked up because I haven't made a video on what I taken this week. So you can see my active trades warming up and select potential. So we are now on Euro USD. We can see I took two sells. I didn't take them. I marked them out this week. So if we go back in time, we have weekly structure is bearish, daily is bullish, and H4 is bearish. So cool. All I wanted to do was wait for H4 from here to break underneath this level, retest here, and to head lower. That's literally what I was waiting for, right? So I had my zone marked out here. Here was my entry. So we go to the 30-minute. I had this marked out. So the reason why I entered here, we can see a shift of structure on the 30-minute. So obviously we're making higher highs. Broke this, broke this. So we could count this as a break of structure, but this high and this high were equal. So I'd want it to break somewhere around here, if that makes sense. Anyway, we see it going down, we see it pushing down. And I was confident taking a sell here, especially because there was a nice shift on the H1 as well. So we can see that price took out this low here when it closed below, came back to create a lower high and then to head lower. So that's what I marked out. And then we let the trade play out. Almost got stopped out here. So my stop was in a perfect position. I didn't like how it came and took all of these sellers out here, took their stops and dumped pretty much. Look at all the volume coming off of this area. It almost stopped me out, but my stop was placed. It was actually placed just above these bodies here, right there. So on the H4, this area was nice because price, although it came above, it only wicked and it closed below, which is fine. So even if I were to get stopped out, I would check the H4 closure and take another sell here probably, aiming for around a 2.5 risk reward. I'll see the maximum it hit was like a 2.3, which is fine. Probably took profit at this structure level here. So the supply right there. Okay, so hit the supply, and then the next day rejected, came back up. So I was looking to take another sell. Overall, I am bearish on this pair. I expect it to, like I said, it broke below here, retested it, and it's going to break below here. Once it breaks below here, I want to see it take out these lows and we can go lower, especially fundamentally. This year for the US dollar is very crucial. So we could see Euro USD heading down. So I was looking for sells. Again, even though I got out here, I liked how this daily candle closure was pushed up above, but did not close above this one or this one here. So then I go back to the H4 and I took my other entry similar to this around here. And then I marked it out, took it live, and then currently floating. I do expect it to hit this area. It's a 1 to 3. It did hit a 1 to 2.5. So when I do trade this live, I think I'm going to aim for at least a 1 to 2.3 or 4 overall. I have back tested it, and with this system it's hard to back test because it's more subjective in that sense, hence why I'm taking my time with it. I'm currently using another system as well, which is more mechanical, but this one is more subjective. So I'll probably end up taking a 2 risk reward, maybe leaving a runner, depending on how it goes, and depending on how my psychology is as well. Okay, cool. So that's Euro USD. We can go to USD CAD. I mean, this key level here is beautiful. I was waiting for price to reach this area. Took 2 sells this week, but this level it's very strong. You can see the weekly respected it, daily obviously respected it, and the H4 respected it. So again, bias was overall bearish. So what we're expecting was, I love how we broke below, we pushed down, what is that, like 200, 300 pips, 300 pips, and then we came back up and then head lower. Oh, I forgot to mention as well is I use the stochastics just as another confluence to enter, so I know if it's sort of in an extreme level, it's more likely to snap back, and more often than not, it's correct. But again, it's just a confluence, not a my trade's not based on it. So we can see price pulled back to this level, created a lovely rejection from here, and then we sold off. So I took my entry, sold, and we hit a nice 2.29 risk reward. Hit this supply perfectly again on the H4. You can see H4 supply was tapped in. Obviously on this broker, maybe it wasn't by like a pip. However, this supply right here is a true supply we were expecting price to tap into. So again, you could even scalp this on bullish moves off of this zone, because this supply is it's key, because we broke below here, so we closed below, and then we were looking to take profit around this area, which is fine. I am bearish overall again on this pair for the short term. So then once we rejected it, I marked this out, took that off. Again, we came back, and you can see this very nice pattern: left head, right shoulder, left shoulder, right head. Even though the head is lower, I really like that. So we came and inverted, and then again I took another sell. I really liked how this 4 hour closed as a doji in my zone. I think this was a really nice closure, especially after this huge bullish move, because we broke these lower highs. However, if we had closed above here, I wouldn't be interested in taking sells, because there's less probability. Again, trading is a probabilities game, and the probability of price coming down after it had closed here is lower than if it had closed below and shown rejection signs. So at this area, price has shown that it was going to reject after this doji and then this sort of hammer, and then I got in. And then again, you can see it hit for a nice 1 to 3 pretty much risk reward. So overall this week on this pair, we'd be up around obviously 5.3 risk reward, say. And then on this, we can add this. So again, let's just say that's 2.3. So then we're on about 7.5, say, and then this, just add another 3 onto that, so around 10% for the week, just on these two pairs alone, which is nice. Again, I only want to take 1 to 2 trades a week maximum. Rather take one a week that has more confluence. This had some confluence. It had, this didn't have confluence. Sorry, this Euro USD did, because it was rejecting. It was rejecting my VWAPs at these levels. So you can see bounce play from here. Here was less probability. You can see it probably could have taken profit here as well. So yeah, that's currently USD CAD and Euro USD. Then we go to Euro GBP. Again, I marked this up. Beautiful. I think this was early in the morning though. No, it wasn't. But same thing. Overall bearish, right? So we were looking for price to break this zone and then come and then retest and go back. We did get a nice retest here. It was more of a day trade, to be honest with you. It wasn't really a swinging opportunity. It did, maybe I could have reduced my stop, so I could have taken profit sooner. I could have put my stop above here, because you can see this zone. If price broke above here, then probably we'd retest it and go higher. So I could have put my stop here, which would mean that I would have hit my TP already, because this was a bit low. So it would have hit was a 1 to pretty much a 1 to 2, say, after spreads and everything. So yeah, this was a nice trade I marked up. Probably I could have done better on my stop loss placement on this. I was more confident about price going up there. However, even if and when scenarios are very important as well. If price were to break above these highs, then I would have, to be honest, this stop placement was a lot better, because if price were to break these highs, the probabilities of me being wrong were a lot higher, because then we probably retest and go higher. However, if my stop was here, we could have easily seen a wick up here to then move lower, and that would have really annoyed me because the trade was right, the direction was right. Sorry, the trade wasn't. So say for example, we had that. I would do a minimum of 2 risk reward, so it'd be around. It'd have to be here. But again, where we're taking profits is a key zone. You can see price rejected here once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and then a push up. So we know price is gonna have a reaction at this zone, and it has it wicked above. But I am bearish overall. So this is key for Euro GBP right now. Is what do? Do we come back, retest to go lower, like I have marked here, or we could come back, close above, retest, then head higher, and then we could take the buy off of here, or we could hold the sell below, and then if the sell were to go below, we're looking for sells below there and buys above here. Pretty simple, very simple, to be honest with you. NJ, I just marked this out. I wouldn't have taken it live because I'd already been in 4 trades plus Euro GBP of 5 trades this week. There was no need. However, again, this is an example of my system being put in use, and to be honest with you, I don't really like how price is messing around at this area, like from, what is this, from the 8th of January, we've just been inside this area. I don't like that. I like clean market structure. So I like higher highs, lower highs to be created. I don't like when price is consolidating within a range, even though market structure is bullish. I don't like this. This is messy to me, and this is pretty much this to me, So I'd prefer this. Again, I did mark it up just to see if my system would work. So if we get rid of this zone, I took my entry here. Stop was below this low. If we were to break below, again at the wicks, daily wicks, then we would be wrong. So I'm fine. So I do expect something like this, price to mess around here. But then this would be more of a swinging opportunity because we're currently in an accumulation zone. So once we break out of this zone, I do expect price to basically go parabolic. A similar thing happened on NZD CAD actually, which I'll go to in a minute. But yeah, I wouldn't have taken this, even though it did fit my rules, because I wouldn't have taken 4 or 5 trades this week already. So yeah, I wouldn't have taken this. So you can see NU is warming up. I just need some rejections around here on the daily to then take this buy above. I do not like how Friday's closure, there was no wick, and we pretty much had a lot of sellers in the market closing below these lows. So again, less probability of price doing something like this, and a higher probability of price doing something like this, just messing around, maybe creating a low. So not a fan of that. If it does give us a nice rejection above, then I will look for buys, but if not, then I won't. So NZD CAD, again, I marked this up, this arrow, before this happened, so you can see it just works out, right? So I've refined my system, and it's pretty simple, and we can just catch all these moves. So I didn't get in here, even though I marked it out, because I marked this out below, before this zone here. I like how we rejected it, but I didn't get any entry confirmations on my time frames, and I didn't see confidence in this trade because I'd already taken a few. But I knew this would happen. If you did get in it, good for you, because you listen to the system, and it was, this can't be any more simple. This can't be any more simple. Obviously a very strong AOI, area of interest here. Rejected, came up, retested, came down, broke above. Wicks respected it. Here, broke above. Here, retested, came up. Here, we were looking for sells. Below, obviously reacted at this level here. Came up, retested to head lower. So textbook trade almost, without my entry confirmations. So yeah, to be honest, that is, again, mark this up for AUD CAD as well. I did take this, sorry. Sorry, I did mark this up during the week as well in this sell here. So let me quickly go through that. So I can go on the replay mode, go to your daily time frame. So overall, we are bearish. Again, very strong zone. So what I was looking for, another break-in retest, literally every single time. This week has been very nice in terms of giving us pairs to take. Did not take this. I wouldn't have taken this because, again, these moves were cleaner. But let's see if it was a confluent. So it would have gotten here, stop above here, and then price hit that 2.1 risk reward, and then, came back to our entry. So we'll see what happens. I do like that, how it closed below this wick, this and this. So that was nice. So we'll see what happens. Mark that out. And then EuroCAD. I was looking for buys above here, but this is where I feel like I'm developing as a trader, is my patience. So I marked this out for EuroCAD. Again, I don't know what it is with CAD pairs. They've been in a consolidation range. So I was looking for break above. So I was looking for a break above here with a nice rejection, and then a retest and to push up. Did not get that. We closed above. I was expecting this on Thursday, because on Wednesday we closed above these highs. But then Thursday, price just rejected it. So this just shows what happens when I stick to my trading plan, because my plan shows that I wouldn't have taken this buy here, somewhere here, because price would have just stopped me out, and I was completely wrong. So that's why I feel like I'm developing as a trader, is being more patient and waiting for my setups, because there are a lot of pairs here that I'm trading. So I'd rather be more selective and take less trades and take a higher risk, because I'm going to be right more times than I'm wrong. So yeah, and the pairs down here you probably have seen. I'm not trading any of these. It's just marked up. I'm only taking these setups because of my back testing. These setups had the best results. So yeah, and then we go to AJ, we're just waiting for a break and retest above here. AUD USD, a break above to take the buy. If not, then we can take the sell when it breaks here, lower. CAD Chef, I don't like this. We messing around here. I don't like how big this engulfing was. Not a massive fan of that. Again, Euro AUD, looking for a break above here, take a buy. EJ, actually I marked this out, I think it was last week, this buy. So if you can go back in time, I like how overall we're bullish, obviously. I like this zone here. Rejected it, wick up. So we can go down to our 4 hour. I mean, this is clean break and retest, clean. So we broke above, came, retested it to then push up, and that's exactly what we did. So I did mark this up as well last week. Just didn't post a YouTube video. See this? So we are now surfing the wave, right? So this shows that 2 out of 3 time frames are bullish, right? So most likely price is going to push up. So if we're on a wave and the wave is going to the shore, we're obviously surfing that, right? So if we hold this trade, we could have hit a 1 to 7, because we're going with the trend, which is really important for me now as I'm learning how to read market structure and everything, is to go with the trend. And then we have GBP CAD. So this is the YouTube video I made a few weeks ago, actually. You can go back and watch it. I marked this up and I took this on my demo account, but after doing some more system iterations and back testing, it didn't fit my criteria for entering. However, I did think that price would reject and push up, which it did. I mean, realistically, price is going to do one of 3 things. It's going to project, it's going to push up, it's going to push down, or it's just going to stay in the middle until the previous two happen. Right, it's pretty simple. So I betted on this thing going up. I was correct. I don't know where my stop was, something here I was correct about pricing going up, but then if my stop was below my zone, then I would have waited 10th of Jan to the 25th of 15 days of price just messing around here. I don't like it. and it didn't fit my entry criteria. But again, that shows probabilities of price being pushing up is higher because daily and 4-hour structure show prices bullish. So move on to GBP Chef. Obviously in a massive downtrend here, so we'd either be looking for sells here, so something like this, or we could push up, break, retest, then come down, take the low, retest, and come down. So that's what I'll be looking at with this pair. GU, do not like this consolidation range at all. You know, it's just not. If I have market structure on other pairs showing me what's it going to do, why would I trade GBP USD? I mean, what is this? Okay, cool. Maybe in a week or two, price could break out of this consolidation range and head up, or price could just simply tank. So we trade what the market gives. I don't want to rush into any trades, so I'd rather stay away. See, most people find a reason to get into a trade. I'm trying to find a reason to stay out. And I feel like that's what the most profitable traders do, is they find reasons not to get in. And this is a big reason not to get in, is because we just be messing around here. And UJ, I marked this up in the week. I expected to take a buy, but price did not break above here, so I didn't. And then USD Chef, I know we had a nice sell off this zone here. Beautiful sell. Euro Chef, mark this out live as well. So to be honest with you, I don't trade this pair, but we could take profit here and hit a 7 risk reward. So if you had a 100k challenge account, you're risking $1,000, you'd make 7.5 G's on this trade. Overall, the potential to anyway. At NZD Chef, I'm not a massive fan of the pair, simply because it's NZD and the Swiss franc, both very low volume pairs, and the probabilities of things happening like this is high. Seen here, I just don't like this. I don't like this. Like I said, market structure should be clean. I like these moves here, but when it starts showing me huge consolidation ranges, I tend to stay away from this type of pair. And then Euro NZD, again, I'll mark this up. Expected price to push down, break above, and go higher. But do not trade this pair because I do not like major and then NZD pairs, to be honest with you. And then I have Bitcoin and German 30, Ethereum, FTSE 100, the Dow. Yeah, mark this up. UK 100 got stopped out. I was wrong. I was very wrong. And then, yeah, I've just got the SPY and then the DXY. So yeah, if you got value out of this video, thank you for watching. And hopefully I will improve week on week, as I feel like I am, because I'm just making my system a lot more simple. I am trying to marinate my psychology into being really patient and waiting for the right opportunities to come. So yeah, cool.